Hey, welcome. Today we're getting started in Mine Mogul. It's an automation type game in the same vein as Hydroneer, and we're going to go ahead and get started trying to pick up some of these quests. The first one, well, we had to pick up the pickaxe and we're already done with that, so we'll grab a little bit of ore here and there to pick up the next one. We eventually want to build up into some automation, which doesn't take too long in this game. Luckily, since it's automation based, everything gives you a decent amount of money to get going. So you just have to wait for the first couple of conveyors and then everything comes in. There we go. We've got all of them there. Let's look at the computer shop. Here we go. We need the ore magnet. Let's grab one of those. That'll help us clean up just a little bit. Let's do that. Now we need just to mine a little bit more. We've got this. We'll go around and mine a couple of these. There's some coal. Let's see how much we've got so far. If we pick all of this up with the mine. Oops. I accidentally picked up the lantern. Let's not do that. Put you down. Actually, you can just take the lantern right from there. There you go. You get a tool right to start. Let's go ahead and drop all that in there. We'll go ahead and do some mining over here. Once we get this, we can start with our first auto miner, but we've got to maybe clean this up just a little bit. We've got some ore. We've got a little bit more ore and some coal here. I don't think that's going to be quite enough. So go around. We'll go to these. Grab all of this. There we go. Grab all of that. And we've got that on our way back. Let's dump that in. And we still need one piece of coal, so we'll grab this coal. I'm not going to overmine these until we need the space, so we'll just leave them there for a second. My thought process on that is usually the mine will provide for whatever you need. You just have to go find it. There's our first auto miner. And it drops down the shaft. Everything drops down the shaft, so you just have to pick up whatever they throw at you, basically. Now, here's two options. I can focus on the iron, or I can focus on the coal, or I can... Well, I guess third option would be focusing on both, which I think that's what we're going to start at. So we're actually going to put one in. There's one here that's almost 50-50, so we'll put that in. We're down to just $39 though, which is definitely not enough. We can buy one conveyor with that. So we will convey slightly what we need to convey. If we can put those, there we go. And now what we'll do while we wait is we'll go ahead and go around and maybe grab some more iron ore so that we can get the next one of that. We'll get the coal too. We're going to leave the copper alone because I don't have anything specific for copper at the moment. So we'll just take out all of these. Maybe chop those down. There we go. Get this one here. And then there's a couple up here. There's actually a couple of spots for miners up here too. So we'll eventually use this area, hopefully, to get us even more. Let's grab all of that because we're going to need it all eventually. There we go. There's that. We'll do the iron here, and we'll do the iron here. Now we just have to magnet them all back up. Hopefully I don't lose any pieces walking around. Sometimes that does happen, and I'm not 100% sure what happens to all of them, whether they fall through the ground, or maybe I just leave them behind. Let's grab all of this, and we can just dump that in there. There we go. Now with this magnet, I recommend hitting this Q and going to the resources not in baskets. That'll come into play here in just a second. There we go. We've dumped all of that in. And what do we have? We have 35 and 14, so I want to do a little bit more mining, and we'll see if we can get all of those. That does it for the iron. It looks like the coal we've still got a little ways to go, but we have managed to get a little extra money. It's going to give us the ore crusher now. We can use 200 for that, and we can start on the crushed iron. We'll also do some conveyors. We have, what, for 276, so let's buy You know what? About $200 worth of this. There we go. We'll get that. We'll get that. And we'll start just dumping ore into our chute over here. Let's do that. We're definitely going to need just a little bit more here. Was that all of the conveyors? I think that was all of the conveyors. So let's grab this. We'll make a little bit more money while we wait. And then we also need... Oh, looks like we've got some more quests. We've got Master of Coal. We've got Scavenger Hunt. Well, what we could do is let's go ahead and grab enough ore to get at least the ore automatically piling in here. That way, when we go on our scavenger hunt, we can not worry about having money when we get back. So let's grab a couple more of these. We'll need at least one corner, and then we'll spend the rest on just the straight ones. There we go. Let's do that. That lets us get this way. Oops, I am one too early. So let's do this. You can go there. I do like how the belts can actually snap together and figure out which way they should be going. Let's see. Oops. We'll put you there. And then I don't need you, so let's take that. There we go. So now we've got a bit of automation straight from here into our nice depository there. I have another quest available. Can I take that? Oh, I thought I took that already. So we can go on this scavenger hunt while it fills up our bank account just a bit. Let's see. We've got copper ore, which that's this right here. Easy enough to get. What do we need of that? 12? And then I need a broken drill bit. Is there one in here? No, there's an emerald in there, should we need it. Again, we'll probably leave that because the mine will provide for whatever we need. That's iron. This is iron. Are you copper? Nope, you're coal. We'll just work our way down the hallway here. And I'm going to go ahead and we'll blow up that area there. I don't know why the plunger makes a computer sound. That's a bit odd, but, you know, it's still early access, so there's some oddities there. So let's go ahead. We'll clean up what we got. Oh, would you look at that? There's the broken drill bit. So that part of the quest is done. We'll just grab as much as we can on the way back and drop it all in at once. There we go. Everything will go in there. That should be the copper. Now we just need the gold. I know the gold is down this way too. There we go. Let's go ahead, grab maybe a couple here. What did we need? 8 of them? Well, there's, what, 3, 4, 5. There's 6 and 7. And we'll need another one, I believe. There we go. This should be enough. Grab all this gold and we'll jump back over here. There we go. We will attempt to jump back over there. All of this. Where did all that other gold go? I could have swore I had more gold here. Well, we'll go back and see if this is quite enough. If it's not, we'll come back and get some more. Nope, I was one short. So let me go find another one. There we go. Oh, I was short on copper, or I didn't even notice. Well, we know where copper is, right? There's a couple of them back here. We'll just grab those real quick. And that, yeah, there we go. There's 2 of them. That should get us at least the scavenger hunt completed. We'll do that. There we go. Now we've got our research tab open. So let's take a look and we'll go see what we need for that. There's a ton of good items for this, but honestly, I kind of want to go through the walled conveyors because eventually I would like to get this merger. Now, we could do 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, 4 to make a merging conveyor. You know what? Maybe we'll start with... Let's start with the blocker. And that will get us to the T-junction so we can split ore if we need it. And then we can also merge it back in should we be able to get those. Let's unlock that. There we go. So now we have a quest available. Let's see what the quest is. Coal Crusher. Okay, so we've got quest to crush the coal and crush the iron. But so far, that is it. So we need a lot of crushed stuff. We need regular coal too. This one is doing half and half. So what we could do, let's grab a couple of the sloped conveyors. We need at least 2 to get them into the machine. We'll do this. And do I have a splitter yet? T-junction. I do not have a splitter yet. So let's grab a blocker. No, that's not going to help us at all. What we'll have to do is we'll have to get another one with coal and go in there. But let's go ahead and we'll remove... I do want the hammer eventually. Which one is... That one's for coal. Okay, so we'll have to take these. Well, that one just barely made it on the conveyor. Let's go upwards here. 1 and 2. There we go. And now if we take these here and take that there, we should be able to put in... There we go. This should now get us crushed out of here, which will get us the crushed iron. It'll get us the crushed coal eventually. And now we just need to find another one with coal. We might redesign this to make it a little easier to use. In fact, you know what? We might just come down here and put it in here so that we can use that. We're already starting with the rebuilds. Sometimes that happens though, right out the gate. Let's take you, and then I want to put you right, you know what, we're going to put you right here. We'll put one straight conveyor there, so if we have to dump other things on it, we can. And then we go, take you back. Oops, take you. Take you. This is why we need the hammer. It's so much easier when you have the hammer to do this. Let's do this, and we're going to put you there. We're going to put you... I can't put you there yet. Nope. That happens. All right, let's take you. We'll take you, and we'll take you, and get you connected in. There we go. There's the straight piece. We'll just go here, 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 and here. And now we can just clean up the floor underneath it. And if we toss this all back on there, it should take everything away. Well, it would if I could actually hit the conveyor belt. There we go. We've got a little bit more cash at the moment, so we're going to go ahead and grab a second miner. That way we can hurry up and speed things up here. Now, what spot should we do this from? I feel like we've got iron, There's a 50-50 again. There's coal. You're a 50-50, and you're all iron. So, tell you what, let's do another 50-50. And we'll end up just sorting all of this out. Let's get... well, it helps if you put the conveyor underneath the actual miner, but you never know. It could decide to feel generous one day. Let's go ahead, connect those in. Do I have any extra? No, I don't have any extra pieces, but that's okay. We can buy a couple of those. Let's do 3 of those. We're gonna need probably 2 of these. And let's do 2. Nope. Actually, I'm gonna need at least 1 ledge. So let's do that for now. We'll see if that will get us connected back in. Oh, forgot the mines. I really wish they would just appear in your inventory. I'm not sure why they throw them at you, but that's okay. Sometimes the people you work with in a mine probably would like to throw stuff at you. So that seems fair. Or now we just do that, and we have 2 auto miners going. So we'll put that up there, which ought to hopefully speed up our way to getting our nice quest taken care of. While you're waiting for that, if you happen to run into some time that you need money, you can actually open up this top drawer. There's a free gold bar in there, so there's nothing really that needs sorted by gold bars, so that's just a little bit of extra money that you can use. And it looks like we're almost ready for another miner, so we'll put that one back. There we go. And then let's grab another one of the machines. Auto miner, nope, we're just a little short on that. I'm going to make a quick change to the mine so I can work on some of the other quests at the same time. If I grab a splitter here, let's go with the conveyor. And where is that? There's our sorter. Let's purchase that. And we're almost back up to the spot where we can buy another miner with this. Let's go ahead. We'll take this out. We'll put the splitter in, which let's make it go this way. And we will say that coal, not you, coal? Maybe coal? Coal, please. Coal, anywhere? Ah, coal. There we go. Coal is going to come off to this side. And then we can simply take this and go. If I put this farther up, I could use... Yeah, let's put that farther up. But we'll go ahead and make the turns for this, or the piece for this. Let's go there. Can I grab a couple more conveyors to get this set up? We'll need one of those, a couple of these. Let's purchase that. And once again, I had enough for another miner, but chose to get something else. It's short attention span, I guess. We can go there. Let's take you out. We'll put the straight one back in. We'll take you out, and we'll put the sorter in here. There we go. And now, grab a piece of coal. Drop a piece of coal in there. Now I just need a curve to get it connected back. One corner. There we go. And pick that up. Let's put it over here real quick. Maybe. Quickly. There we go. So now, at least half of this coal should be, well, all of the coal. So I guess that's technically what, half of the coal that we're getting is going to be going in as coal ore, which lets me finish that other quest. We've got another one here that we're going to go ahead and toss that in there and then come out from there, hopefully, with the aim of getting it right on this piece here. I'm going to need a couple more. Already we're getting built spaghetti, but that's okay. Eventually, we will get that taken care of. Let's do the conveyor ledge. We'll need a corner. Grab those and grab both of those. We need these up onto the belt here. And then, actually, I just go straight here. That should basically put those out there. So let's do that. And we're going to take you. And we're going to take you. And do I have enough belts or am I one shy? I am one shy again. There we go. We'll grab this. We'll go add one there. Let them drop that on my head. There we go. That's all in there. So now this should just be iron, but it should all turn into crushed iron here so that we can put that toward the quest. Here's a slight design flaw that I've found. It looks like the gems are probably getting tossed out into the crusher, which is destroying them, and we're not getting any money for them. So we are going to make that short detour here. Let's grab a couple more. Maybe one of those, and maybe one of these, couple of these. There we go. We'll make another big purchase. Then toss all that stuff down on us, and then we're gonna sort that one too. So let's see. It's gotta go about here. Is that right? Yep. And we'll do this. We'll go here. Grab you and grab you. That ought to be able to put any gem. There we go. If we got a gem, we'll sort it and it can jump the line, give us a little more money there should we get another gem. And we'll do the same thing here, and we'll just leave the gems whole as we find them as they come out. I could probably grab one out of the mines here just to make sure. In fact, there was one here, wasn't there? Here you go. Come here, gem. We'll go ahead, put you into the other sorter over here, and that should keep them out of the crusher. Got two different quests done. One, purchase the blast furnace now, which that let us get ingots. We can do that. And we got the hammer finally, which is probably one of the better tools. Basically, instead of having to point at something, now you can just click it and it goes back to your inventory. So they've got those. And what do we have now? We have iron ingots, we have copper ingots. We're still working on the crushed coal, but we don't need the solid coal anymore. So we need to maybe redesign this just a little bit so that we can get iron ingots. So let's go ahead, and we've got iron coming out of here. We've got coal and iron coming there. That all goes here. Tell you what, let's put you back. Let us do that. There we go. We'll make a bit of a mess on the floor. And if we circle back to this sorter, we're not quite so big yet that we need to have everything sorted out just perfectly. Let's go ahead and take this coal out of here. There we go. That crushed coal, so it still needs to go this way, but Jim's can go that way. And we will take this out of here because we don't need it anymore. We'll do that. Now the sorter should be there. Let's remove all of you. And that can go there. Let's take all of this. We'll clean up our mess here. That's what we'll do. Oop, missed one piece. There we go. There we go. It might be a little overloaded for now, but I think we'll be alright. And instead of going directly in from here, let's see if we can get this out of here. In fact, what I should do is switch this around and just take these in. So let's take this out, we'll take that out, and then we'll go here. We need, here's our straight pieces. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Need a couple more. We're already starting to build up a decent amount of money, so let's grab about 10 of those. There we go. And we'll put these in each. There we go. However, we're going to, instead of sort out gems, we want gems to go through, but everything else we want to come off to this side. So let's grab you, and go there, you can go there. Probably have to get some crushed ones as they come through. For example, that one right there. Put you, well, I was gonna put you there, but it seemed to have dropped out of existence, so that's okay. So this is going in the right direction. We'll get some crushed ones whenever we pick things up. In fact, let's clean up the floor here real quick. There we go. There is one crushed, hold still. There we go, one crushed. We'll get you in there, and we'll need a crushed coal. But this will be the direct line for everything that's not one of those four. This one we're going to have to redo, though. Because we want to come out, and we're going to go into the crusher. Let's put you there. Then we need to go upwards. There we go. And we need to take and put in our crusher again. Where did that go? Oh, put it back in the inventory. There we go. Crusher can come out this way. And then we'll have a sorter. There we go. And then we'll have a junction. So one side... Did I put that backwards? I totally put that backwards. Okay. 9, you have to go there. This will be for crushed coal. As soon as I can grab one. There we go. Come here, coal. Oops. There we go. Crushed coal, and then we need... Oops, that's not right. I have that backwards. Let's clean that up. There you go. I actually want the... Come out of there. I want the iron to be sorted out to the side. There we go. Now we've got it. Now we just have to get a couple more of the sloped ones. 1, 2. We've got that. Grab those. We're just solving problems all over the place. There we go. You can go there, and then we simply put this right into there. And that should be all iron ore. That should get us sorted. We've got... Did that? You know what? I'm just going to do this. All of you can come here. And our sorting system should take care of most of this. I don't think gems are magnetic, but they should be just fine for gameplay purposes. So, let's see. Make sure... Yep, gem comes out that way. Everything's good there. There we go. Everything's being properly sorted there. Let's just dump you in here for a second. Did I pull the gem out of that basket? There shouldn't be any gems in that basket. There you go. Okay, so we've got iron, we've got coal to fill that quest. I've got... There's our emerald, but we do need to find diamonds. However, again, the mine can provide. If you got the pickaxe, you can actually come up here, and there's a little hidden area here that you can dig into. Let's see if we can find a... There you go, you can crouch. There's some gold. Ah, there's some diamonds. That'll get us... Well, that'll get us the 3 that we need here. Looks like I already have one from somewhere, so you can come out here and just drop those right in. Get that free quest. There you go. So now we can get the polishing machine. And we'll go ahead. Oh, I can't afford it quite yet. It's 2,000. We're not quite there. So we can start on... I believe we can start on the copper. And copper we've got back here. We've got enough to purchase something to pull copper up. Let's go ahead, grab another of our auto miners. There we go. Grab that. And this should be... There we go. Let's grab you. Actually, we're going to need to put one of you through the crusher. And then we're going to... we're going to have to sort that again, aren't we? I believe we are. Because we don't want mixing them together, because that will create slag, and we don't want slag. So, let's see if we can move maybe this around just a bit. All of the crushed stuff. Let's take you out. We'll take you out. We'll take you out. And then we need another sorter. If we get a sorter here, there we go. $100 for those. We'll take that. And let's put you down there. And then we just have to sort out. We'll do that. And we will again... Nope, because I'm going to want copper to come through there. Let's go ahead and set the copper back up, though. We'll go... Turn it. There we go. And let's, for now, we'll just toss the smelter here, right in front of it. There we go. And then we take our ramps and put the ramps up to it. Ramp can go there. This ramp can go in the wrong spot, and then we fix it. There we go. There we go. Okay, so the iron can come this way. It is not too terribly difficult. You can go around here. We'll make a quick turn. A couple of these. There we go. Well, maybe. There we go. And that can go there. That can go up there. And that solves the iron issue. In fact, we'll just put all of you right there. That ought to... Nope. Nope. Come with me. Come with me. All of you. All of you can now go on there. That's good enough. Here, we'll just do basically the same thing, but with copper. There we go. And get a couple more conveyors. Here we go. A couple of those. A couple of those. We'll need a couple of these. Machines, we're gonna need another blast furnace. There we go. Because we can't mix them all together. There we go. We're gonna need another auto miner. Oh, looks like I have another quest. In progress. In progress. Available. Ah, for the red gems. Well, we can't quite make those yet, so that's alright. We'll go this way. Extend out around this. And if we come this way, we'll put a straight one here. There we go. A couple of slopes up. There we go. And blast furnace here for copper. Yeah, that'll do. Now we just have to get the copper onto this belt here. Should not be too difficult. Let's go ahead and we'll take these out of here. We might need to send those through a crusher, but that's okay. We'll do this. There's our copper and coal. Then we just have to make the long belt all the way down there. Let's do that. 9. And nope, looks like I need one more. So we'll go out here. Do I need to go one more? It will go one more. It's going one more now, whether it wants to or not. I'm going to put you at the end. And then we're going to use the slope, but we're going to turn it around. And if you hit T on these, I think it's T. Is it R maybe? Nope, Q. Q. There we go. Then it becomes a downward slope. So we'll use that. And we'll start grabbing a whole bunch more large or straight conveyors. Straight conveyors. 2, 3, 4. Let's grab about 10 of them for now. And we'll connect all of this back in. Let's go that and this. Now we just walk down the conveyor until we're almost there. And we should have one extra block, which will let us connect into this here. Now I just need a straight conveyor and a turn. Here's a straight, here's a turn. Or I think I had those backwards. It's alright. There you go. We'll put you... The last one can go here. This one can go here. And hopefully... Now, if I grab this, I should be able to sort this down here. There we go. So now all of the crushed copper should come this way and pour into here. And we'll get... copper ingots. We're working on the crushed coal. We need to purchase a polishing machine, but we simply don't have the cash for that. So now we just have to kind of wait. I guess I can go around and toss a couple of these coppers and such on these belts. It definitely won't hurt. We'll put all of that there. Actually, I would like that diamond because... Wait, is this one... Nope, the diamond should go straight through there, avoiding the crusher, so we should be okay there. Here's more stuff. Let's toss all of this extra ore here. Just helps speed us along a little bit. There we go. That'll come in here, connect here. We've got all of those going. We've still got crushed coal going. We are slowly filling up. Have we got any crushed... okay, so this stuff is going this... Ah, I see why. I need crushed copper again. I gotta put it in the first one as well, so it sends it off to the side. Is that the perfect way to do it? No, absolutely not. But, oh, I don't have copper here, so copper is gonna have to go here. There we go. We'll fix our system one way or another. I have one of these, and I'm just gonna toss you in here. So that we can grab... Yeah, there we go. Copper goes there. Copper goes there. And now, there we go. A sorting system. Hopefully it doesn't get too confused. There's our diamond we just turned in. But that should get us the copper that we need. Copper going that way. I also need, I think, one of the small pieces of copper so that we can put that in here. I think I've kind of got my sorting systems backwards, but it should be okay for now. There we go. We've got all of that set up. Now we just kind of have to wait for the ingots to roll in along with everything else while we're getting money. Oh, look at that. We can even get the polishing machine. There we go. One polishing machine while we're waiting. I really wish you could just click on these and they wouldn't say new anymore. I mean, I could buy an ore analyzer, but honestly, I don't care about them, so wish you could just get rid of those. There we go. Okay, well, we're polishing gems now, but I think that will be something for next time. If you guys like this, hit the like button, leave me a comment, and let me know what you want me to do, and we'll see how this series goes. But until then, thank you very much for stopping by, and hope to see you next time. Bye!